finally, his favourite hobby is taking a nap. It says here he takes 5 90-minute naps a day. Wow. But that's a day. So...
From where I'm standing, that isn't that many naps.
How many naps?
I had about 8 today.
How long?
I had one 5 minutes ago when he was fucking rabbiting. I nap all the time. I had a nap the other day and I woke up and my dog was asleep on my head. And then, rather unfortunately, he didn't sort of jump off. He sort of slithered off, and I was half awake, and I didn't know what was going on. Then his penis was in my mouth. And then he went off, and I didn't really mind. But here's the kicker. This is what I was upset about. About 2 hours later, I found a black hair stuck in my
OK, this is British engineer Josh. In February, he reportedly made over $1 million and became a household name from the sale of something he created for his girlfriend.
Can I play him in the film version?
Can you play him in the film version? Yes, you can. So this is British engineer Josh. He made over $1 million, became a household name from the sale of something he created just for his girlfriend. What was it?
Ah!
I don't know. Do you know?
Must be.
OK, for the last question in this round, I've got a treat for you. Bring in the fish and chips.
Oh.
I bought everyone fish and chips. We've got a fish and chip related question.
Are these recently enough purchased for us to be able to eat them?
Yes, yeah. These are fine. These are fresh.
How are you doing?
I love fish and chips. Nice. Thank you.
There you go.
It really is real fish and chips.
Yeah, real fish and chips.
Oh, size of that, it's half a shark.
Do you like vinegar?
All right.
Yeah.
All right, you've each got a portion of fish and chips. All I want to know is, why was this British tea time staple creating online hysteria earlier this year, which had people camping overnight in Coventry to secure a portion?
What?
So there was online hysteria about fish and chips, caused people to camp overnight in Coventry to secure a portion. What was going on? What was the craze?
How did sausages make their way into fish and chip
Oh, don't
shops?
show that to Jonathan. We'll get an anecdote. And finally, I asked you to fill in the blanks of Norway's Eurovision entry. What did you all think?
Wolf and banana is all I read.
Yeah.
Is that vaguely something? At some point, did they say that?
Yeah, 2 of them.
OK, and before that dog eats my mouth, give that tit a lick.
Yeah.
Oh, my God! No way! We got the same. We got, before that Wasi eats my dog's penis, give that tit a lick. Or whatever.
We don't know what the answer went, but we wrote, and before that husband eats my white Savoy, give that tit a lick.
You all had the same idea. Take a look at this clip. All I want to know is, where are these fine young men off to?
No. They look like Mormons.
Where are they off to? Oh, God.
I know you're not going to take me seriously.
It's like a
What?
trend.
I want to write Minions.
No,
OK.
fuck off. They're trying to welcome people into the church as a latter-day saviour or something.
Trust me.
I asked you what iconic movie quote Boris Johnson signed off his last Prime Minister's questions back in July. Richard, Stephen?
We've got Luke, I'm your father. And then we've also put Hasta La Vista.
OK, so what do you think it is?
I think we know it.
Them's the
breaks.
What's Them's the Breaks from? What film?
I think it's from Pinocchio. There's no way.
No!
This is bullshit.
OK, Maisie, Catherine?
No, this is the thing, you see. He said so much mad shit in that speech. We didn't know what was in being weird.
What did you think he said?
Well, at one point he went, like, Cincinnatus, I am returning to my plough.
Yes.
So I thought maybe that must be from a film, because nobody says that.
I can tell you, Richard, Stephen, you got it right. It was Hasta La Vista, Baby.
Was it?
From Terminator 2. Well, take a look.
I want to thank everybody here and hasta la vista, baby. Thank you.
I'm genuinely fine with that, as long as he doesn't say, I'll be back. Great. OK, I asked you where these teenage boys were heading off to.
I've written to watch The Rise of Gru.
Rose, Jonathan, did you know?
Right answer. Minions film. It's correct.
Yeah.
The Rise of Gru. You've, Catherine, Maisie?
Yeah.
Yes, so I have a teenager and I know about the social media trends, and for some reason, all the kids were going to the cinema to see the latest Minions film in formal wear.
This is the... they were off to see the Minions, Rise of Gru. The Gentle Minions TikTok trend started after a teenage boy in Australia filmed himself and his friends going to a screening of the film wearing suits. Basically, the first film came out when they were kids. It got delayed because of COVID and whatnot, and then when it finally came out, they were young men, so they all dressed up and made it a big occasion.
Nice.
It's adorable.
It's very nice.
Well, but the reason I know about it is because there was a lot of cinemas that were trying to bar them from doing it because they were being disruptive in certain cinemas. And I'm sure you'll share this with me, but I don't like anyone disrupting my cinema experience. I don't like any laughter, any eating. It makes me furious that people enjoy themselves in the cinema.
Yeah. Well, you've done a great job at stopping that.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Do you know what I have, actually? Because I remember I went to see the film Django Unchained.
Oh, yeah.
And I was surprised I went to see it because I hadn't seen Django Chained. I remember there were two young teenagers in front of me talking.
Oh, yeah.
And I tapped them, yeah, and about a third of the way through, they were chatting the whole way through. And I tapped them on the shoulder, I said, excuse me, are you going to watch the film or are you going to fuck off? And yeah, you heard me.
That's right.
Yeah, and they turned around. It was fun because I don't think they'd ever been told off by a guy off the telly before. And they sort of did a double take. They went, it's that goggle-eyed wanker off The Office. And they stayed and watched the film. They carried on talking.
Yep.
I asked you why chess grandmaster Hans Niemann declared he'd play chess naked. What have you got? Maisie?
Maisie couldn't believe this.
This can't be
Chess
true.
has gone rock and roll. And I think that it was kicked off by that Netflix chess lady show.
The Queen's Gambit?
The Queen's Gambit, exactly.
Yeah, but I don't remember this episode.
No. So, unless I've dreamed it, I told Maisie that the chess guy cheated by having vibrating anal beads to tell him when to do the move.
I think the first half of that sentence is correct.
This is going to shock you looking at me, but I'm a big chess fan. I play a lot of online chess, and this was a big story in the chess community.
Yeah.
The anal beads,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's
the anal
true.
beads. Yes, of course it's true.
How deep can you play?
How deep can I play?
How deep can you play?
Well, I grew up in Bristol, and it was the only way to get out the gangs, Jonathan. But does this mean that now, where you get, like, drugs tests in the Olympics, if you're at a chess tournament, you have to drop your trousers and open your cheeks
cough.
and... God.
But the weird thing is, you could be fully naked and still have anal beads up there. You'd be fine. So it doesn't really prove anything.
But we don't know if this is true, though, right?
No.
This was an accusation that was made.
Did he actually get his kit off or just threatened
No, he didn't.
to get his
He
kit
threatened
off?
it. He's now suing because he's saying, you've ruined my reputation. Take a look at this guy. So he gets interviewed.
No.
This, I would argue, is a man that needs to get to the gents at very high speed because an anal bead needs to be retrieved. Take a look.
Hans, yesterday was a terrible day for you, and today you start out with a masterpiece. How would you summarize it?
Chess speaks for itself.
Is it something special?
Do you know what, Jimmy? In the chess community, that's how we roll. Do you know what I mean? It's just a mic drop.
This summer, Love Island gave us a gate scandal involving contestants Tasha and Andrew that was so big, it was labelled by viewers as the best thing they've ever seen on TV. Can you tell me the name of that gate?
Yep.
Richard Ayoade, he'll know this one.
Fantastic viewing.
Who's this?
Who's this? Now, these two, that's Tasha and Andrew.
And where do they work?
They work on the Love Island as their sort of scenery.
And he thinks he can bring back double-breasted jackets, does he?
You're not a fan of that outfit, Richard?
It's a tough thing to bring back in a post-naval world. That's not the last time I'm going to have to say it this evening.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. I'm lost here. What was the question again?
There was a scandal on Love Island. It involves a type of infidelity, I would say. Some would argue a type of infidelity.
Oh, it was infidelity. Yeah.
OK, next up, it's over to pop icons, the Sugar Babes.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Hi, Jimmy. 2022 has been a great year for us.
We made our comeback, as did Top Gun star Tom Cruise.
Yes, he propelled himself back onto our screens as Pilot Maverick after 36 years.
But can your teams tell us the call signs for 3 of the pilots from the new film?
You get a point per pilot.
Original lineup, Sugar Babes,
I
as
love
well.
the Sugar Babes. What was that song they did? And I know what you did once again. What's that song?
Question the call
And you did that thing once, too many times. Remember that hit they had?
If you've got a relative that's been affected by whatever the fuck Jonathan's got, there's probably a number you can call, but...
What's that song?
Fuck it if I know it.
Sorry, what's happening?
What's that song?
How you feel about you now?
That's the one.
Can you bring this?
I got it. I knew it. Write that down. That's the answer.
Oh, come on.
The anal beads have kicked in.